What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the new Lego Harry Potter Malfoy Manor, set 76453, with 1,601 pieces that retails for $150 US. So really cool to get Malfoy Manor. This is I probably thought we would never get, but it does look really cool. Of course, coming straight out of the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Looks really nice with the design. We get the nice big, I want to say like Gothic building. I don't know what kind of house design you would call this, but it looks really nice with the darker colors. We get the black roofs, the brown sort of building with the green details all over. It just looks really nice from the outside. It's such a beautiful build. Then we get some extra little features. So we get like a front gate and then some of the peacocks, which is apart from the book especially, and 9 minifigures in the set, which is really nice. Of course, with Harry Potter, we always get a nice big selection of characters, but 9 minifigures for a $150 set is really nice. So very nice looking set overall. But if we spin it around, we can see what the interior of the house will look like, which of course it's much more lacking on the interior because there's, not a whole lot of room and everything, but there is some stuff like the features we see throughout the movie. So we get these stairs that lead up to a nice big table and a nice big room there with pictures, a chandelier, fireplace, all sorts of nice stuff there. Again, recreating the scenes we see in Deathly Hallows Part 1. And then we get some other rooms. So we get like little dungeon rooms like jail cells and stuff, and then other various rooms like Draco's room and stuff, and we'll go all through that as well. And of course, there's some play features and functions you can do with this as well. So like I said, the interior is sort of lacking, but they threw in a lot of stuff, like I said, from the movie, so that makes it nice overall. So such a nice set. Like I said, the build, especially from the outside, just looks beautiful. Not such a nice building. So a nice set overall that I was really happy with. So let's go and look at that set, starting with those 9 minifigures. So here are 9 minifigures from the set. And of course, we get characters we've had multiple times before. So we get Harry Potter again in his look from Deathly Hallows Part 1. So he's in mostly just, street clothes, since he has like the blue jeans. He has a shirt on, so it looks like a blue button-up shirt with maybe a red shirt underneath and a brown jacket on over the top of that. And then we get Harry's face, of course, the standard older Harry face. So we get the glasses, the scar, his shorter hair, sort of combed over there, and like an amused look on his face. But one thing I really like about this is that we also get Harry's all puffed up face. So this has been when they got caught by the Snatchers, and of course before they got caught, Hermione hit Harry with a spell to help hide his identity, so his face got all puffed up and weird looking. So love that they included that in with it as well, so that looks really nice. You have that option, so that's all really cool. Love that they added that little detail. He comes with his standard darker brown one and comes with the golden snitch as well, which is featured for just a short second in the scene as they escape the jail cell. So nice that we get the Harry with that. Then we also get Hermione again on the run from the Snatchers. It's kind of weird we don't get Ron in this, but they only throw in so many figures, but Hermione looks good, same as well. So she looks her standard, especially for the face. So we get a little bit of smirk on her face. And then she has their longer, bushy brown hair, and she has a angry face there on the back. Then she has her outfit. So she has the gray jacket on over the top of like the cream color hoodie with a gray shirt underneath, some blue jeans, and her lighter tan wand. Then we get some other characters we don't get all the time. So we get Luna. Of course, we get her a lot, but not in this form, especially as she appeared in the movie. So she has like the purple overalls on with the pink shirt underneath. We get Luna's face in just pretty standard face with her blonde hair that's really nice and kind of like in a ponytail there in the back. And she comes with a scared face there. And then she also comes with her brown one. Then what's really cool is we also get Dobby. So Dobby comes to the rescue in this scene. So Dobby looks really nice there. So there we see Dobby with his big bat-like ears and his big pointy nose, and of course the creepy face. I feel like could still work on the house elves a little bit, especially like Dobby here. Still looks a little creepy. But then we get the smaller body. So he has the small little legs. We get his rags that he's still wearing. So nice that a cord comes down his legs. And then it's nice that he has shoes on. When I first saw this, I'm like, why does Dobby have shoes on? Dobby doesn't wear shoes. He's a house elf. But then I forgot in the movie they do have him wearing some like brown shoes, so they did include that, which is really nice. Then moving over to Draco Malfoy, so we get our Malfoys, of course, that live at the house. So we get Draco first, which looks nice. Of course, older Draco, so a little bit different here. So they have the taller body like Harry and Hermione, but wearing all black, so a nice black suit, looks like a gray vest and a white button-up. His hair is sort of just combed over to the side, so a little bit longer at this point, and just a stoic-looking face there, and has an angry face there on the back as well. Comes with his black wand and just looks nice. And then we get his family, so we get his dad, Lucius Malfoy, so nice for him, with his long blonde hair, of course older age in the face, so we get some wrinkles and everything there, and an angry face there on the back. And then he's wearing a suit as well, but much more ornate. Looks like he's got, shirt unbuttoned there at his neck, with probably a vest on, and then a jacket on over the top. Of course has black pants as well, and his black wand. And then we get Malfoy's mom as well, Narcissa, so she looks good. Love her as she appeared in the movie with her hair, so the darker brown hair, but had the blonde streaks in it as well, or white, whatever it's supposed to be. Of course, pretty much standard face there, and then also comes with an angry face on the back. Then we get her dress, which looks pretty nice, so it almost has like that corset looking design to it. So it looks pretty nice with all the little details, not sure what it's supposed to be or going on, but looks nice and continues around there on the back. And then she just has black leggings. Now I think she was wearing a dress, so she should have had the dress piece, but they just gave her the leggings and has her black wand as well. And then we get Narcissa's sister of Bellatrix Lestrange. So she looks nice. Of course, we've had her multiple times. So she has her outfit design. So they're in the black with, again, like the corset. So cinched in waist, has black top and black bottom. Again, she, I think, should have the dress as well, but has just the leggings. And then she's got her crazy face. So the nice black lipstick there around her and the crazy looking face with her poofy black hair there, all sort of done up, of course, with the piece we've seen multiple times before. And then just a stoic face on the back there as an alternate. She comes with her black wand and then also the sword of Gryffindor, since she takes it from the Snatcher since they found it on their trio. So nice that she's holding the sword again like she does in the scene that this is going to recreate. And of course, finally, our last figure is of Voldemort. So we get Voldemort in his all green robes. Again, they just gave him the leggings, which I don't really care too much. Like, I know they did this because they comes with a table, so we need all our characters to be able to sit down at the table. But a lot of these people should be wearing, the dress-like pieces. But we get his all-white face with his snake-like face there with his eyes, missing nose, and a little smile there, and nothing on the back since he has no hair. And he comes with the white wand that he's got at this point, so just looks nice for Voldemort. Pretty plain, but still nice. And then we do also get Nagini as well, so we do get this bigger snake. I assume we've had this before, like I can't recall it, but a nice bigger snake compared to the little snakes we always get all the time. So a nice bigger snake there to represent Nagini to go along with this set. So like I said, 9 minifigures plus Nagini is really nice. So very awesome to get all these different characters. And like I said, the only person I'd probably be wanting is Ron, but then also we could have, any other characters. But very nice to get all these minifigures to recreate the scenes it's for. And then we have the Malfoy Manor house itself, which, like I said, from the outside like this looks really nice. Absolutely love the look of it. A nice big tall building with the two, I don't know, spires or whatever points here over to the side, and then the one in the center as well. Of course, we get a front door with nice columns there going along the front. We get 2 things on each side, so like a water fountain on this side with some snakes, and then a little statue that kind of looks like Lucius on this side. So it's like a statue with long hair and a wand. Even some nice foliage off to the side of it as well. So really nice for that. We get a nice little like railing area up here that you can sit characters. Of course, a nice M logo there on the front, and just nice ornamentation details with, like I said, that like lighter tan color running all through it, as well as the green thrown in, especially on like all the different corners and around the roof and all that. The black sloped roofs there as well. Of course, a bunch of windows throughout the house, and then even though it's gonna be hard to see, there are some like gray snakes in there, so throwing in a lot of snake design. But we'll go ahead and start with the bottom here right in front, where we're gonna start with our wrought iron gate. So of course they do have a gate protecting their house, like we see at the beginning of the movie when Snape arrives for the meeting of the Death Eaters. He has to get in through the gate, so very nice for this gate. Of course, we get nice gate doors that do open and close. You could move them either way, whichever you want there. And then with nice like pillars on each side with some gargoyles, look really nice with the little molded gargoyle pieces there, and then some plants and stuff around it just to fill it out, and you can sort of spin around and see the back side of it as well. So just a nice gate. Of course, simple, easy build, nothing really to this, but it does look really nice, to sit this in front of the house as a gate. Then we also do get some, I wouldn't say plants and stuff, but I guess it's just more of a little thing for the peacocks to send, the albino peacocks. So like I mentioned, this is a big thing, especially in the books, that the house is described as having albino peacocks. And I was kind of disappointed because when I saw this set coming out, I didn't see it anywhere on the box. So I was like, oh, they didn't include them, because it's not in the movie. But I was like, that's kind of the thing that stands out about it in the book, is that they'll have the albino peacocks. And then I was building, got to this, and realized that's what they were. And I'm like, oh, they did include them. So nice that we get 2 albino peacocks as well. So really nice that you can just have that sort of sitting out to the side. And then we go up to the house itself. So I'll move this in closer. Of course, we get our front door entrance there with some lights off to the side. Of course, windows down along it. And then we get these stone column pillars there. Then, like I said, we get the features. So we get like the little water fountain over here. At least I assume that's what it's supposed to be. So we get the blue for water, and then, that like stone piece there in gray. And I love the use of like the dark gray and the lighter gray as well. Looks really nice. So we get the 2 snakes there. And like I said, the little statue statue that to me kind of looks like Lucius on that side. And then if we go up, we just get the designs that I already sort of pointed out there. You can just maybe see it in more detail. Like I said, though, just looks really nice. Absolutely love the exterior build of this. Now, I wish it was more iconic, because this will probably be said I'll take apart after doing this, just because, it's not something I want to have just sitting out. But it does look beautiful, though. I would, like I said, wish this was just a little more iconic, because then it'd be something to put on display. But unfortunately, it's not, but it does look really nice. So it's like I said, can't complain about the exterior just because it looks so good. Now, if we spin around, we'll go ahead and look at the interior, which, like I said, there's a lot of different things. We don't see much of the house in the movie. We just see a couple little parts of it. So they, like I said, try to throw in some of those pieces. So we'll go ahead and just start down on our low level, which, of course, from the door would be our entrance door. So, of course, the door does open and close. But then it's down in the dungeon here, so we do get the jail cell. Now, I don't really know why we have two of them, because obviously in the movie we do say they do have down in their dungeon or basement, whatever, that they do have a jail cell where they have prisoners locked up, such as Luna, Ollivander, and Griphook. So we do have a jail cell over on this side, so you can open up and put our prisoners in there. So we'll look at this side first. So it just kind of looks, all dark and dingy. We do have like a water barrel that's leaking out water, so the floor was all wet in that scene. So I guess their just explanation for why it's all wet is that we got some sort of barrel leaking, got a big spider there, and just a little table with a lamp on it in the back, so we can put our prisoners in there, so like they are in prison. Of course, Ron and Harry get stuck in there as well, and of course that's when they meet him, and Harry ends up calling for help, and Dobby appears and helps them out of the jail cell. So like I said, nice to recreate that. But then on the other side, again, don't know why we have a jail cell, but it's just included, I guess. But we do get a kitchen. Of course, we never see a kitchen, but it's just nice that it's included. So it looks like in the back we do get a sticker. It's going to be hard to see if I can lift this up here. Maybe if I zoom in as well, yeah, you can't even see, it's way too dark, but there's like a sticker piece with a shelf in the background, so different ingredients. Then we get a cauldron, so a nice cooking pot, and then a little pan here in gold, and a lobster there as well, so that's nice, with of course a little fireplace with a flame and two knives off to the side. We get a little table as well, sticker piece with some stuff hanging up, could be like sage or something like that, and then we do get another pan and cup hanging up there, so all sorts of accessories there for cooking in the kitchen, that's included. And then of course that leads to our two stairs, so we have the two staircases, which as you see move to the side, so you can have them this way so they fold up a little more flat, or you can have them out at an angle or just straight out like this. You can sort of do whatever you want just to have the stairs go up to the next level, which will go to our main room. But I'll do the main room last, so I'll do everything else first, since this is kind of like the main feature and what we see most of the house in the movie, so we'll do that last. So we'll start over on this side. Of course, we just get a bathroom, which is kind of funny. So we get the toilet, we get a roll of toilet paper and a sink there, so again, just pretty funny that that's included. Up top we do get a pipe organ. Now in the movie you do see this sitting in the background of this room, so it should be more included in the drawing room as it's labeled as this big giant room. So we see it in the background, but they have it up in its own little room section here, so we do get that nice pipe organ. Of course there will be a keyboard on top of that, so you can see that keyboard printing. Of course you can see the character there like playing on that. And then we go to the upside, so I would call this like a study or something, so just a room with a chair, and then there's a candle there in the background as well. Nothing on, no like stickers on the walls or anything, so just a room with a chair on the nice red carpet there. But down below that we do get Draco's room. Of course it's a real tiny room. The only reason we know it's Draco because it's got a bed with the Slytherin bed sheets on it, so that's pretty funny that he's got that. So just a single bed, and then hanging above it is a candle there with the light, so that's all you get, a part of that to make it Draco's room. So that leads to our drawing room, like I said, as it's labeled. So the big room that we see in the movie. So we see at the very beginning with this big table in it where we see all the Death Eaters meeting. So nice that we got the big table there. Of course, we see all the Malfoy family there, all the other Death Eaters. Snape arrives and Voldemort is there as well. And of course, they have the teacher hanging up above and they end up feeding it to Nagini. So we can, of course, take all of our characters like the Malfoys and stuff and put them there and put Nagini up on the table. So that's pretty nice. We get 6 chairs, so we get 6 spots to sit character on. We get a nice fireplace there in the background, so that looks pretty nice. Again, you can see some printing going on there with the Malfoy logo that was on the front. Of course, I don't know if you can even see, it's so dark, but there's just an M logo with their crest, it looks like. Then we get some pictures off to the side, so probably some Malfoy family members. So we get this piece of a lady in a nice purple dress, along with, looks like maybe another girl. And then we get the one over here of a lady in an all gray like fur dress with a dog, which is pretty cool, so that's nice for that. And again, the fireplace there looks really nice. And then we do also get a chandelier hanging hanging up top, which of course is part of the second scene. Once Harry, Ron, and Hermione are caught and they get taken to Malfoy Manor, and Dobby appears to save them, and Dobby tries to drop the chandelier down on Bellatrix, but she moves out of the way. But to also recreate that, when we see that scene, the room is pretty empty, so you can go ahead and clear out the table and all these chairs, because they're just stuck on a few studs, so all this comes off pretty easily, and that reveals the floor, which is really nice. So if you do that and reveal the floor, what's really cool is that we get a design on it, and as you see there, we get the dark mark, which is pretty nice. So nice with the skull with the snake coming out of it, so that's really cool. Don't know if that's an actual thing in the movie or not, but nice that that is included. So there I kind of set up that final scene where we have the Malfoy family facing off against Harry, Hermione, and Ron. And of course, Luna's not in that scene, but since we got her minifigure, I went ahead and included her. And like I said, Dobby appears, so we can take Dobby, and he's up here messing with the chandelier. And you can actually do this feature by pulling just on this stud. It's got like a Technic sort of piece you can pull out, and it'll drop the chandelier down. Now, of course, it misses Bellatrix in the movie, but that kind of hit on her there, so you can drop that down, which is pretty fun. So that's, again, another fun little play feature of the set to recreate that scene, which is fun, of Dobby saving the day with that. But of course, it ends with Dobby being stabbed, so spoiler alert that leads to Dobby's death. But like I said, it's just really nice to recreate that we get that. We can do, like I said, the opening scene by putting all the Malfoy family at the table, so you can recreate that, or have it where our trio is escaping with the help of Dobby. But very nice overall to get this with the set. And like I said, just overall nice set. I wish the back and the interior had more to it, but they included enough of what they did with the main room to recreate both the opening and the later scene, and then of course the little dungeon area to put our people in, because that's all we really see in the movie besides the exterior. But I feel they included enough of what we see in the movie that it works out really nice. So we can do a whole little set here with that. Let me know your opinions on the Malfoy Manor set down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.